Hey, what's up, guys? Veladin here. I'm going to record a match. I'm playing with Angeliana here. Um, I'm doing a 2v2 against two Protoss. So I'm just going to demonstrate. This is a ranked match. I'm going to demonstrate the Terran Proxy Reaper Rush. It works really well against Protoss and Terran at the beginning of the game. Mostly in 1v1s. 2v2s, it's not that great, but you can still pull it off if you do it correctly. So at the beginning, you don't really build anything. For your first SCV, you just send them right away to the enemy base. Luckily, I didn't get scouted by this probe here. And yeah, so you just, once you get enough minerals, you build a barrack. So you build it fairly close to the enemy base. Like on this map, I put it here because there's no way you can scout that. And back at base, you get gas as soon as you can. You don't really need to build any SCVs. If you have extra minerals, you can build an SCV. I'd recommend you save it up to build a supply depot because you might need it later on. So, anyways, this little scouting probe is going to put a bunch of supply depots, pylons around here. And my partner is going to go mass marines and marauders, which really works well against Protoss in the early game. So anyway, so my barrack is under construction here. And as you've noticed, I have enough for the tech lab already. Um, Usually what I do to get more gas, I would slap two SCVs on the refinery and keep three on the minerals. Like I said here, if you have extra minerals, you can build an SCV, which is what I did just to make things go a little faster. So while the tech lab's building, what I like to do is send the SCV that you used to build to scout. As you notice, already 2 minutes. Usually I'm a little faster than this, but my opponent hasn't really even gotten the gateway out yet, so this is a good sign for me. So this is why when I came to scout, this is why I like this. So he went for the probe. Well, he went for the forge. Didn't really work out so well. I would have built it instead of chasing my SCV. Let's see what my opponent was doing. He was doing gateway with two pylons down here. So for my ally, like I said, starting to mass marines. Hasn't gone for gas yet, but will soon. Um, so this probe, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He just pretty much wasted it there. And the first Reaper's out. It's already have it at 3 minutes. And yeah, so Reapers are really good against toss. You can, as you can notice, you can die in 2 hits. As for most buildings and stuff, the Reapers do 30 damage against buildings, and they move really fast. And Zealots can't really do anything against them because you can just kite them around. I'll show you later. As for the opponent, was going Stalkers. Once the cybernetic score was up, so I was just screwing up. Second Reaper's out. So I'm starting to mineral screw them over. And you just constantly build Reapers. That's pretty much the game. If you have extra minerals, I'll research the nitro packs. It definitely helps with your microing. So here you start to run away. I'm trying to catch him out. And there you go. There are no more probes. Like I said, 30 damage against buildings. I don't know if you notice how fast its shield is going down. It hits really, really hard. My CV is still here. Still scouting. Hasn't killed it yet. Got his first stalker out now. And just for fun, I just decided to attack the pylon. I should have moved them out. He built two pylons here. I don't know why. And as you notice, I don't have anything in my base. It's all in. If this was a 1v1 match, it would have been over by now. So look at my ally. She's got a bunch of Marines, and like I said earlier, just mass Marines and Marauders, which works really, really well. So finally bringing the Stalkers in. Reapers really suck against Stalkers. I did a little mistake here. I shouldn't have tried to kill them. If there was only one, I could have probably done it, but there were two of them, so time to retreat. I was able to get out. Still building more Stalkers. Reapers. So anyways, set the rally point closer. And in the meantime, while he's getting base guarded, she went to attack his base, which was a very good move. So there's only one stalker left in his base. I mean, there's a lot less resistance. And while he's moving back out to go and get him, I bring my Reapers back in to finish the job here that I started. And this is a very good move here. You know you're going to lose this battle. There's no way you can win, so you might as well try and take down a few probes with what you can. So I got one probe and distracted him long enough for me to be able to almost finish this Nexus off. And I think I got another Reaper came back, and he's coming back with at least 6 or 7 Stalkers. So this wastes a lot of time for him. His partner can't really do anything. And this is almost dead, and I just needed a couple more seconds, and I could have pulled it off. Some nice micro there from my from the opponent, focus firing. So he started getting more pylons. He pretty much got really distracted from saving his opponent's ass every time. In the meantime, we're getting more Marines. I started to build a barrack at my base, because I knew just massing these Reapers is not going to work against these stalkers. So what I decided to do is I'm going to speed this up a bit. I decided to go around here to the back and try to see if I could harass. I was hoping there was no cannons, and luckily there were none. So I was able to kill a few probes before he realized it. And yeah, so then he realizes it sends his stalkers. I see them coming, so I decide to run the hell out of there. And by this point, I think, no, I didn't research the nitro packs, so I was able to get a couple kills before running out. And this is quite of a luck move. When I jumped down, I noticed he was building expansion, so I was like, hey, might as well kill this. And so he decided to come back with his stalkers. And I think I let them die, but in the meantime, Angel came in and destroyed the Nexus that was here. Pretty much finished the job. So this guy's pretty screwed. It's become a 2v1 battle now, and so she's starting to pump out. Whoops, starting to pump out Marauders now, and more Marines on the way as well. So. Alright, so what's going on down here? Yeah, so, base got destroyed. This is one thing I don't like about new StarCraft 2. You can share resources. I don't really like it, because in the first one you couldn't do it. If you got mineral screw at the beginning, it was pretty much game over. In this case, he has about over 1,300 minerals, and he's gonna send them in. He's gonna give him some, so, yeah, there you go, 400, so you can build a Nexus back down here. And I finished off his, pylons, move around. I kill this last probe, and yeah, so that was a pretty bad move. I should have clicked down here around, and instead I don't know why I did that. And yeah, so anyways, I'm coming down here, and I don't know why I did this. This is a very dumb move of me. I let them die. So I'm starting to create more Marines. In the meantime, Ally has got a fairly decent army, and this guy has a lot of stalkers, but he's gonna do a really bad move and just leave them there without realizing what the hell's going on. So anyways, I realized as you notice, now I realize that there's these pylons, so I came in to destroy them. And my barrack down here is not producing anything. So I end up killing both of these. I killed that stupid probe, so there's no more scout in the region. And yeah, so I'm producing more Marines. The only problem with this build is, I don't know if you noticed, I'm really behind on resources. It's really slow for me, although I screwed one guy over. It's really hard to recover. So like I said, it works really well in 1v1, but in 2v2 it doesn't really work that well. It works fairly good against Protoss. A Terran it could work if you get 2 Reapers out, and because Reapers will be able to kill Marines before they die, and so you can take on a couple and be able to kill a couple SCVs. So I'm gonna put the vision back on. So what happens here is opponent's making an expansion. He's finally got cannons. Starting to make them all over the place. A red guy's trying to recover. Although right now it's a 2v1 battle. And Medivacs are starting to pump out. So that's fairly good. Once you get Medivacs, it's really difficult to kill infantry because the healing is superb. So yeah, so we start to get Massa. I have a fairly small army. She's got a fairly large army, and then we decide to move out. And from there, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know what the hell this guy was doing. He wasn't. Oh yeah, he was going for Void Rays at this point. He was gonna mass stalkers and go Void Rays. Although when you have this amount of Marauders, they will eat your stalkers alive. I don't know if you noticed, they're all stimpacked here, and for some reason he decided to pick a fight here. He didn't. Does he have blink? Yes, he has blink. But pretty bad micro blink. Those 2 ones got stuck here. And one thing you gotta remember is when you're on the lower ground, there's I don't remember the statistic. I think it's 25% chance to miss. So which is why I decided to move up, and which was a bad move by him because he should have moved down in order to block me from getting up. So he would have stayed up there. So you got Void Raider. It's already there, and the second one that's coming out. So I let her finish the base, and I just made sure this Void Ray didn't come to harass us. There goes his probes. As for the expansion, there's nothing much you can do with only 3 cannons there. Back at our base, still making more units. There's more reinforcements on the way. Yeah, so the red guys really hasn't been able to do anything. And that's game. So that's game. And that's going to end quite soon. So they didn't really like to talk, so they didn't even say hi. So it's anyways, the bitter taste of defeat, if you ask me. And yeah, so that's game. So we got more reinforcements on the way. Got more units that are coming out. A lot of Marines. And yeah, and red guy decides to give up because it's pretty much game over by now. And that's it. That's game. So hope you enjoyed it. That's what Reaper Rushing can do. I wouldn't recommend trying it on the higher levels. It doesn't really work well. For Protoss, I've noticed if you just go Stalker real quick, or you get the Forge instead of going for Zealots, it's a good counter. Although you gotta watch out if Terran mass Marines or Zerglings or mass Zerglings, it doesn't really help. So good microwing, I guess. If you had a photon cannon at the beginning, or you just go generally Stalkers real quick. So if you guys like the commentary, let me know, and probably maybe making more. Peace.